T.C. Edwards was shot and killed in December of 2014. No suspect has been apprehended. Mike Poe, Edwards' best friend, found out about the killing from a voicemail. In his inbox was an unthinkable message. Edwards has been found dead in a garage in Little Rock. He had been murdered. Talk about that day.
Ooh, okay. I had kind of a startling sound wake me up, but I live, in the city, so there's a lot of sounds. Where I live, there's multiple doors and iron doors, and there's a lot to get up to me, and the sound doesn't always travel. So what I'd missed were police officers knocking on my door. And I figured that out because when I walked down and looked outside, I saw them in the parking lot about a block away. So I went inside, checked my phone, and saw I had a message from Weasel. His name is Wes. Wes Broadstone from the Crisco Kids is known as Weasel to everyone, and he was TC's roommate. I saw that Wes had given me a call, and I found out in his voicemail. And he said that the police had just come there and that TC had been killed. I had just seen TC. I can't even think of the hour that I'm talking about right now. That time of the day, what it was. I just know it was daytime.
Yeah.
But I no longer worked at the bar where he was at, but I'd gone there the night before because we had a problem with this person already, with a suspect.
Oh.
Andre Demetrius Smalley Jr. We had issues with him because he had held TC at gunpoint before and robbed him and pushed crack on him multiple times.
What?
And this is our opinion. He's not an officially named suspect because, unfortunately, there isn't a homicide case right now. This is a cold case.
Oh, we need to get it back.
Yeah. So what we need is a homicide detective.
So if people wanted to give you information.
Yeah, for sure. I'd say that the easiest way to get me is just getpoe, GETPOE @gmail.
So if they've got information, they can email you at
Absolutely.
getpoe@gmail.com.
Sure. And there's still a reward.
What's the reward?
The reward's $20,000.
What?
Yeah.
And the reward is for conviction because there's not a warrant out for him right now, is there?
I'm not sure. To be real honest, my contacts inside the PD cannot tell me whether or not he has a warrant, but I have heard that he may.
What's the purpose of the film you're making, TC and Me? It's a decade old now, too, isn't it?
It is. It is actually longer than that now. We started in around 98. And I started filming.
You mean before he died?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he died in 2014. You started in 1998, just him doing gigs.
Just filming shows and stuff like
just
that.
Just because you're a filmmaker.
So one of the nights, I probably had a couple of beers, and I pulled up and I was picking TC up to go to Midtown. And I just turned to him and I said, you're probably the coolest MFer I've ever met. Like, you should have a documentary made about you, shouldn't you? And he was like, absolutely. I'm already famous. It's like I'm too damn famous for this town. I need a documentary made about me. And I was like, well, done. We're going to do it, And so we started doing it together. And so all of the interviews I shot for the first decade, he would go with me. He would be sitting there as a producer, as one of the people making the film, listening to people tell stories about him. And we filmed all of these things, and we're putting together just this really wonderful, uplifting rockumentary. At that time, it was called TC and Me, a Little Rockumentary.
I like it, a rockumentary.
And then when we lost him, for some reason, I couldn't tell you who decided who was the first to say it, but TC is Metal became like his battle cry that we did. It was like the way we mourned him.
Why did everyone love TC so much? Everyone loved TC. I mean,
he's a literal angel.
That's what everybody said. You've got people in your documentary just talking about how great he was.
He really is. I mean, he is a kitten. And that was one of the phrases he said a lot was that, bet you wish you were raised by kittens. But he just had a way to connect with you. and talk with you that people felt he was empath, that maybe he was psychic, and he would say things like, "You have your mother's eyes," and he would grab your elbow and tell you that you have like your mom's elbow. He'd guess your shoe sizes. He'd tell you that you used to like metal when you were younger, but now you just sit on the couch, watch TV, but you used to be metal, or like he'd come up to me while I was typing, and he'd say, but he'd lift up his shirt, scratch his abs, and be like, "Poe, bet you wish you had abs, but you never have abs like me, you fat." And he'd like pinch me, You never be veiny like me. He'd show me his veins on his arm. You never be like me. He definitely was my big brother. Absolutely.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out the full interview on the right side of the screen. Want to see more of Kerry's interviews? Subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date with all of her latest shows. And as always, thank you for watching.